might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They're going to go for near 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt in there on 4th down.
Here we go.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Ready, set. 43 rail.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Black Ultra. Red.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he picks up the first as he's able. Down to the 7-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the upvotes. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's his 9th rushing touchdown on the year and 11th overall. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
They'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Here we go.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Quez Watkins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to work. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. He'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Rams on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Ready up. Check right.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run the option left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Red, cycle. Plastic, 6.
Second and 14. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. The slot man in motion right. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. In motion left is Watkins. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. The ball comes out. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
The interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost them. Like San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago, Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
52 blaster.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
A waste of time.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Santos with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Now this a very short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to throw here.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here we go on second and 12. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Classic 6. Drill green. Claws red.
He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On the set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16.
Okay, right.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down inside the 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Shot 17. Green Jack. Steel blue. Black shot.
Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. Play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Black Ultra. Smash. Red.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mega. Steel black.
He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
On the ball.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space here. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
38.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. And the Falcons are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Come on, set. Red, yellow.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marquise Bell.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Atlanta,